Hello, and welcome back to my World War One documentary at History Lessons at 221B Baker Street. So you've gotten my introduction, and you've gotten the backstory of World War One. Now, we get into the stuff. Yes, you know the stuff. That's why I got me a couple of snacks here. And I got my blanket. Oh man. Now I apologize if the screen or if the video is hard to see, because this part is being filmed on the computer. And you guys know how computers are. This might be a 2018 computer, but the video quality is not 2018. I'm just gonna say that. Why don't we start with something simple? Like, maybe the causes of World War One, also known as the main, M-A-I-N, reasons the world went to war in 1914. Well, let's see. Main. M. Militarism. Militarism was a big thing. Britain had a large navy, and Germany wanted a large navy. It's not gonna happen, Germany. Why you always gotta start something? Like, Germany, you always starting crap. Sorry. Oops. Oh well, it's already in here. But Germany always starting up stuff. I mean, don't you ever take a break? You started World War One. We're gonna start World War Two. Probably gonna start World War Three. I don't know if any of that's true, but I know they started up World War One. It's their fault. Of course they started World War Two. But we're not talking about World War Two. This is 1914, not 1942. What I say? A. Alliances. There's a triple alliance. Britain, France, and the Soviet Union, which is now known as Russia. There's no longer a Soviet Union, so... they all work together to fight Germany. Yeah. I. Imperialism. France and Britain had many colonies in, like, Africa and Asia. And, you know, Germany and Italy decided they wanted colonies too. Look at that. Italy joined in with Germany. always want stuff. Always. They're like 5-year-olds. When are they gonna stop wanting things? And countries had too much pride. I mean, what do you expect? We're proud of our countries. I mean, I'm proud to be an American. Sometimes. Countries living under the Ottoman or Austria-Hungarian empires wanted freedom from foreign rule, so they wanted to be independent and do their own thing. Ugh. I'm sorry, I have like a really bad cold and my nose is just like, I'm gonna die. Let's continue. 2. U.S. policy when war broke out in Europe. Daggone it, Europe, you had to go and start a war. I'm quoting this. When war broke out in Europe in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson declared that the United States would follow a strict policy of neutrality. Woodrow Wilson, World War! Aw, daggone it, Woodrow. You had to go and be a war. But which World War are you? Technically, he's the first. If he was in World War I, and he's the only one who's Woodrow Wilson, then yeah, he's Woodrow Wilson 1. The first. So yeah, he's World War I. America would stay neutral throughout this war. Or at least try to be. 3. Reasons the U.S. went to war in 1917. Well, excuse me. I'd say it's because anybody else got an answer? No, I'm just kidding. We went over this in the backstory. Actually, I told you we'd go over it again in here. Wilson cited Germany's violation of its pledge to suspend unrestricted submarine warfare in the North Atlantic and Mediterranean, as well as the attempts to entice Mexico into an alliance against the U.S. as his reasons for declaring war. Now, I'm pretty sure some of that was quoted, but I forgot to put quotations around it. But yeah, basically Germany was in violation of their promise to restrict submarine warfare, and they kept trying to entice Mexico, which they kept trying to get Mexico to form an alliance with them, so they'd have Mexico on their side. Well, didn't work, did it, Germany? So basically what had happened is yeah. So, you see, we have, well, you can't see it, but, I mean, I wrote it. You have Germany, Italy, question marks, Ottoman Empire. Pretty sure it's right. Yeah. You've got Britain, France, Soviet Union. And boom, smack dab in the middle, well, sort of, you've got the US, neutral. Alright, you've got the good, the bad, and the bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I gotta come up with a better analogy than that. That's not even an analogy. Anyway. Anyway, you've got these 6 countries fighting each other. Alright, you got these 3 against these 3. And then you've got us in the middle. What is we supposed to do? I mean, obviously we buddy with these guys over here. You know? We went. Look, we originally was from here. They gave us the Statue of Liberty. And we sent them one back. But smaller. As a thank you. They actually face each other. They faced east and west. They're facing each other. I went to Paris and I saw that. And I thought it was really cool. It's like, hey, look, we're back in America. Wait, why is the Statue of Liberty right in front of the Eiffel Tower? Like, why is the statue so small? It's like, and where's the island? I realized we were still in Paris at that moment. Just kidding. I knew we were in Paris the whole time. But I mean, there wasn't much to be done. You've got countries fighting each other. You're trying to stay neutral between them all. And then bad guys try to bring your country, the country under you into it. And no. You're not bringing the people that we have dealt with into this war. Mexico is gonna stay with Mexico. And US is gonna be involved in this now because you guys are going down. And that's exactly what happened. And we're on our way. Anyways, my point being, don't involve countries that are beside you in the war. Like, if you involve a country that's beside another country that you know will fight if they gotta fight, you better leave them alone. Number 4. Public opinion about U.S. involvement, support, and opposition. Well, see, this one was a little more difficult to explain, considering that it's support and opposition. And honestly, I think it could have gone either way. You know, we could have stayed out of it, or, you know, like we did, we could have been involved, which we were. It's just, there's more to it than just being involved. It's having the ability to be involved and then choosing not to be involved. It was smart. But then you want to drag in Mexico and everything goes downhill. Can't speak. Well, many Americans didn't want us to go to war. They did not want us to go to war. And they did not want us to make the same mistake our European friends over here made. And our European enemies. Who are now friends, by the way. Well, I don't know. I don't think the Ottoman Empire is a thing anymore. I think it kind of dissipated after the war. Anyway, Britain, France, and the Soviet Union were glad. Oh, Britain, France, Belgium. I forgot about Belgium. I forgot I had to put that in there. And Soviet Union were glad for the help that we gave them. So since I forgot that, whoops. Now Belgium's involved. Man, everybody's getting involved. That's why it's called World War. Well, technically back in this day it was called the Great War. But I'm not going to get into that. Because I don't know the reasoning behind it. Let me rewrite that. That just kind of like... Belgium. I think I spelled that right. Yes. Belgium now is involved. And guess with who? Yep. The Triple Alliance, which is now technically the Quadruplet Alliance, if you think about it. I don't know. I'm just making up this stuff as I go along. I'm just kidding. I did my research. But, you know, now Belgium's involved. Now we gotta get involved. 8 countries now. There's no turning back. But yes, our allies were very thankful that we decided to help them out and get involved. Now, our enemies, on the other hand, knew they were screwed, but they thought they could handle it. No, they couldn't. Anyway. My popcorn's burnt. Oh, man, there's a whole stack of burnt in there. But this is good. A moment. It's cold in my room. I mean, my study. In pink. Sorry, I'm getting messages at the yin yang, so I'm just like, stop texting me. I'm doing a documentary. You shall not pass. No, wait, that's Dumbledore. You shall not pass. Okay, let me stop. Hogwarts is a school of witchcraft and wizardry. But Harry, I know you can't hear what I'm saying right now, but you will be a great wizard, even greater than Voldemort himself. Let me stop. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. I need to write myself a note. I'll write it in yellow. That's my note. Just kidding. Okay, done. Stay on task. Stay on task or you shall not pass. Pass. Yeah, my English is horrible. I know this. You don't have to tell me. Anyway. We are now halfway through. And we're only 25 minutes in. Boy. No, we're more than that. Let me stop. Number 5. 2 major battles. Well, there's a lot of battles in World War I, obviously. You may have won the battle, but you didn't win the war. Germany. The Battle of Somme. Somme? It doesn't matter. July 1st, 1916 through November 18th, 1916. November 18th, that's my grandpa's birthday. Our 2 countries right here and here. Britain, oh, you can't see that. Britain and France. They fought against Germany. And yes, I know this is backwards. Don't bother me with it. The outcome was inconclusive. And oh, excuse me. Hold on. Can't function. Yeah, the battle was inconclusive, so we don't know who won. Or it was just a tie, but it was inconclusive, so we just don't know who won. The Battle of Cambrai. I can't say it. November 20th, 1917 to December 6th, 1917. And the British attack. It was a British attack followed by the biggest German counterattack. So Britain basically attacked Germany, and then Germany went boom on Britain, boosh. And it was the first large-scale uses for tank, and I'm not sure who won that one. I want to say it was Germany because somebody was using tanks, and I think it was them. But I'm not for sure. I did my research, but I could not find anything that could help me out enough. So yeah. Excuse me. I'm doing this at 7:30 at night, so I'm a little bit. Number 6, World War I propaganda. 1 second. I'm gonna transfer over to the other camera. For this one, because the slideshow for the propaganda is on the computer. So I'm gonna pause this, do this, and then we'll be back on track. So in this part of the video, you're gonna want to pause it to Miss Barefoot. So you can show the other video with the propaganda on it. Pausing video now. Anyway, that's that. So, make sure I explain the last picture. So if I haven't explained it yet, pause this video again so I can explain the last one. Actually, let me just do it. Okay, so the last one, it's a meme. Yes, I know, I mean, sort of. It's like propaganda, but it's in a meme-y way. It's a picture of the founding fathers, and then under it, it's a picture of some American soldiers, taking a picture, and in the caption it says, "Watching the afterbirth of our nation." Now, it's a Hamilton reference at the same time. What I was doing was, watching the afterbirth of our nation, watching the tension grow. Like how we've grown into this great country, and now what are we doing? We're just going back to war. Like, we fought for our freedom. We don't need to fight no more. Alright, we fought enough. You know, it's like supposed to be like the founding fathers being like, we fought for your country, what the heck are you doing? Anyway. Just if you didn't know. Did it? 1 second, I need to check my, photos from my email to make sure it's sent. Is this what I think it is? Yes, it loaded. Yes. Oh, that's good. I'm just gonna create a title. Documentary. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? Anyway, it's on there. So yeah, that's number 6. Number 7, the home front. Well, it's okay, I'm gonna wash this blanket. It needs to be washed. 6.5 million women joined the workforce. You guys remember Rosie the Riveter? Is she World War I? I think she's World War II. It doesn't matter. No, she is World War I because I got it right here. Not retarded. No, I'm not. I did not use that word.
Anna?
6 point.
You need to get your stuff out the dryer and get yourself a shower.
So yeah, but 6.5 million women joined the workforce. Work or fight, out of style. Rosie the Riveter. Oh yeah. Bracero guest. I'm probably chopping all these words. Like I'm butchering them. Was a worker program. Not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure like helped, was like supportive of the workers. I honestly don't know. But we can do some research on that. Number 8, the outcomes. Well, here it comes. Germany surrendered. They started the war. They had to end it. Because we told them, you want to start a war? You're going to start a problem. So Germany and the Allied nations, Britain, France, Italy, and the Soviet Union signed the Treaty of Versailles. Wait, what? Hold on. What? 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 Have I had this all wrong? Okay, hold on. So, wait. You know what? I think Italy was a good guy the whole time. I just think, you know what? Italy's nonchalant. Italy's just nonchalant. He's chill. Italy's chill. It's a boot. It'll kick you in the butt. I don't know. That's why I put question marks around Italy. So I'm in the right because Italy is confusing. That's why I don't want to go there. I do, but at the same time I don't. France is confusing too. But they signed the Treaty of They signed the Treaty of Versailles, which happens to be the third Treaty of Versailles. And all this jazz. So yeah, that happened. Now, number 9. You made it this far, you might as well keep watching. You are almost done. I say that, and then we're here another 30 minutes because number 9 is like super long. President Wilson's 14 points. Yes, 14 points. You better be sitting comfortably for this one. January 8th, 1918. So I'm pretty sure this was after the war. I'm sure. But yeah, I think this is like what Wilson wanted the other countries to agree to for the treaty. Number 1. Nope. Excuse me. Number 1. You good? No more secret agreements between countries. Diplomacy. Diplomacy, diplomacy, diplomacy. Diplomacy is key. Diplomacy shall be open to the world. Diplomacy is kindness. Showing kindness to other countries. Welcoming ambassadors into your country. Welcoming other countries into your country. Well, not exactly welcoming other countries, but welcoming people of other countries to your country, treating them with respect, being kind, etc., etc. Treating them with diplomacy. Number 2, international seas shall be free to navigate during peace and war. That is a big one because we need to be able to navigate, period. There's a bug on my curtain. Stay focused. Hannah, stay on task or you shall not pass. Why am I doing this again? But yeah. I don't even know where I was going with that sentence. It just got away from me. 3. There shall be free trade between the countries who accept the peace. Which means, I guess that means no more import tax or export. No, there's probably still going to be import and export tax. Tariffs. There we go. Tariffs. Yeah, there's probably still tariffs. Yeah. Yeah. 4. There shall be a worldwide reduction in weapons and armies by all countries. All countries. That's including Antarctica. If somebody lived there, probably. I wonder what kind of government Antarctica has. An iceocracy? No, that was... No. 5. Colonial claims over land and regions will be fair. If a country says, oops, this is my land now, we're colonizing it, you gots to be fair with it. You gots to be. 6. Soviet-Russian... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Soviet-Russian. Soviet Union will be allowed to determine its own form of government. All German troops will leave Russian soil. So, bye-bye Germany. bye-bye Germans, go back to Germany. We can't say goodbye to Germany, because if we did, then it'd be one less country in the world. Number 7. German troops will evacuate Belgium, and Belgium will be an independent country. Oh yeah, because Germany... Why does Germany have to invade countries all the time? Both wars, it's invaded Belgium. Like, why you gotta be that way, Germany? Jeez, let it be an independent country. Number 8. France will regain all territory, including the disputed land of Alsace-Lorraine. Alsace. Okay, so I had to do some research on this because when I wrote this one down, I realized I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to have to be asked about this because I obviously wouldn't know. So I did some research and I looked up what Alsace-Lorraine is. Alsace-Lorraine is an imperial territory rich in coal, and everyone wanted it because of the coal. So yeah. Number 9. The borders of Italy will be established such that all Italians will be within the country of Italy. Sausage. Shut up. 10. Austria-Hungary will be an independent country. We're like 2 independent countries. Austria and Hungary. You know, somebody asked me what the capital of Hungary was. Oh, during Scholar Bowl practice. And I almost wrote down Turkey. But I knew Turkey was a country. I was just thinking about food. Stand. 11. The Central Powers will evacuate Serbia, Montenegro, and Romania, leaving them as independent countries. See, everybody wants to be independent now because they want to be like us. We wanted to be independent from Britain. Boom. We're a whole world power. Imperialism. And capitalism. And democracy. Number 12. The Turkish people of the Ottoman Empire, there's Turkey, will have their own country. Other nationalities under the Ottoman rule will also have security. So pretty much, Ottoman Empire, it broke up pretty much. So everybody's an independent country now. I'm pretty sure. Number 13. Poland shall be an independent country. Again with the independence. Jeez. Alright, Poland. Wait. Yeah, and Germany. You invade too many countries. Well, at least. Last, but definitely not least. Number 14. A League of Nations will be formed that protects the independence of all countries, no matter how big or small. Told you it was definitely not least. That means all nations that will be formed. A League of Nations will be formed that protects the independence of all countries, no matter how big or small. Like, it's a little... So this group was created to create protection for all the other countries, for every country, all the countries. Number 10, finally. Treaty of Versailles. Support and opposition. So President Wilson and the Allied forces were all for it. The Senate was opposed. Because Senate is Senate. And Senate is opposed to everything. And I gotta be honest, I don't know about Germany. I'm guessing they were for it because they surrendered. And they're like, you know what? Take us. We've done enough damage. But yeah. So that's World War I for you. Yeah, this was pretty lame, but I did my best. Could have done better and stayed on task more if I wasn't sick. Or if I had my crap together better. Oh, I said it again. Anyway. Bye.